2, Thresh is going to be available. So what's going to be different now from this week's games to next week's games, and let's say Thresh? I mean, is he going to be
so
picked?
Much fun. Yeah, he's going to be picked, I think, like every game, or pick or ban, because it's a lot of fun, and it makes a lot of game. Like, you can put the lantern anywhere, make easy ganks, save someone, move around the map, and it's really fun to watch, actually.
Has Fnatic or any of your scrim partners been using Thresh online at the moment?
Not in the scrims, because we wanted to practice for these days, but I have seen some people practicing in solo queue, and it's really annoying to play against.
Thresh OP.
Probably people will cry about it.
Okay, so talk to us now about some of the teams. You know, we've talked about the playstyle and how the games are a little bit slower. We've seen Against All Authority yesterday. We've seen Dragonborns. We'll see Dragonborns a little later today as well. Copenhagen Wolves, obviously, you know, they're 0-2, I think, at the moment. What do you think of these new up-and-coming teams trying to challenge the old guys?
I think you can see that they are not experienced as others in offline. They tend to get more nervous and do weird stuff that they normally wouldn't do in online tournaments. And I think it's just about time. At some point they will just be like, let's not care that much about it. We already lost a lot, so let's just play our game, and they will start becoming very confident at it.
Do you think either of those teams, I'm going to say 3 teams, I'm going to include Copenhagen Wolves in that, along with Against All Authority and Dragonborns. Do you think that realistically by the end of this first half season, after the 28 games, do you think they can be up there in those playoff spots?
Not sure. Like Copenhagen Wolves, for example, has one player that is not playing yet. I don't know how much they are going to improve, but if they don't improve enough, I don't think so. And the same for the others. You can see that they don't play as a top team. They make a lot of mistakes.
What about your living situation here? Because a lot of teams, some teams are flying in every single play day, which is, I hate flying, even though I have to do it a lot. Like, I don't hate flying itself. I hate sitting in an airport before I have to fly, which is the most annoying thing ever. You guys, on the other hand, have got somewhere around here. Did you already move in there yet?
Yeah, we're there already. I hate flying as well, so it's perfect for me. I hate to be, like you say, waiting 5 hours, then playing, then waiting again to take another plane. So yeah, we moved into a city next to Cologne. I don't really know the name right now. Some German.
You should probably learn that.
Yeah, I should probably learn that. I know what train to take, so it's fine.
Just get on the train. Don't know where I've come from, but I'm here. I'm sound.
Well, talk to us about now living in the house. You guys moved in, what, last week, I think?
Yeah, during the last week we moved. We've been preparing everything, the tables, the beds, the PCs. We don't have internet until Tuesday.
Okay.
And yeah, everything is almost ready. We're just missing a bit of monitors, and once we have everything Tuesday, we'll be practicing from there.
What's a day in the life of fnatic Xpeke? How does it run? How's the training regime? How are you guys living at the moment?
Right now it's like we wake up at any time, pretty much, since we have nothing to do. We don't have curtains, so the sun wakes up. We just get awake when the sun comes at 8 or 9, then we sleep until 1, and that's it. We have nothing to do, so we shower, we talk about, and pretty much we cook for 2 hours or something, because we have nothing to do.
Cooking with Xpeke.
So we're just there cooking. Like today I bought a chicken and I was just cutting it in pieces. And I was there for 1 hour doing that because we have nothing else to do.
So coming to a YouTube channel near you soon, Cooking with Xpeke.
Episode 2. Episode 1 was fantastic. So you guys are playing again next week.
Mm-hmm.
Talk us through, how are you prepping, how are you planning?
Well, we haven't prepared much yet, only solo queue style.
Okay.
We have been playing solo queue since we didn't have the house ready, but I hope we can get it in Tuesday, the internet, and just play 8 hours every day to get ready for the next weekend. I want to do good there.
I mentioned this yesterday about the management situation, obviously. I was talking about Gambit mainly with Groove there, who is not the biggest League of Legends professional, I guess we can say. Obviously, he comes from other games, but has a strong management background. You guys have got Harry. What role does that manager play in? I mean, it's probably going to play more of a role in the future, right? Getting you guys to actually wake up at a certain time and do your practice regime or what have you. But how much of a role does having a manager around play for you guys?
Well, yes. You don't have to worry about anything. It's really good because, yeah, you are just playing and he tells you have to do this. At this time we have to do this. We have scrims at this time. We have to go there at this time. You want to do this or that. So it's pretty much like, yeah, like you said, he takes care of everything, and at some point he's gonna be like a mom, waking us up and making sure we don't get to sleep too late.
Daddy carry the mom. I like it. Okay, so I asked you just before we came into this if you've had a chance to watch a couple of the NA matches, and you said you've watched a few of them. What are some of the big differences between the North American LCS games that you've watched and the European LCS matches?
Well, I was gonna say that most of their matches look like stumps, but after this game, I don't know. I guess it's pretty much the same now. But yeah, it's just, you can see a difference there. Like, there are 1-2 teams, and the others are not at their level.
Where's the problem there, though? I mean, in Europe, we have 8 teams in the LCS, and we've already seen that at least some of them, right now at least, can beat each other. Hopefully by the end of this first half, all 8 teams can be upsetting each other. But what's the main difference? Why is it that way that you have such a segregated amount of teams in the US compared to here in Europe?
Well, I don't know how they do there, but I know here we are really competitive. Like, at least I am. I don't want to lose to a team certain amount of times. So when I lose, I want to practice harder against another team and then scream them later and beat them. So I think that's what we do. We scream a lot against other teams, and when we lose, we don't get mad. We try to improve and then beat them later.
How is it with your scrim partners? I mean, coming into LCS, you've got to play everyone 4 times, so whoever you scrim with, in a way, you're going to be showing them stuff. Do you have any scrim partners that aren't in the LCS? I mean, Meet Your Makers, for example, would be a prime example. I'm sure they're in real high demand right now because they're a team that aren't involved in LCS but are also at the level where they definitely could have been.
Yeah, for sure that MON is a good team to practice against, but I think you need to practice against everyone. Maybe not hardcore, but at least a couple of games to get used to their playstyle is really good.
Talking about playstyles, taking a question from Twitter actually, from Black Fiskin Paul, he asks, against a team that you haven't researched for, against a team that you maybe don't know so much about, for example, I think we heard Alexis yesterday saying, we don't really know how to play against All Authority. How do you prepare for the match? What's the decision within the team? Do you play something a bit strange and new, or do you play something that you're comfortable and confident on?
You play where you're comfortable on. It's the best. If you're afraid against them, not afraid, but if you don't know what they're going to do, you just do a bit of research, try to ban their most comfortable champions and what could annoy you, and you just pick what you play best. Because they will be scared as well of you, and even if they know what you're going to play, they won't be able to do anything if you play your best.
So before we get into this next game then, I think we should get down to some little predictions, because we're going to go over to the casters here in a little while. SK versus Dragonborns is our next game coming up. What are your thoughts about this one?
I think SK plays better overall and probably will win. But I don't know, Dragonborns can surprise. Like, Hassan is really good, and maybe he can get the carry out and pull the team.
Well, thanks a lot, Xpeke, for answering some questions. He's going to be with us all day long here. We're going to throw it over, though, to the casters, and they're going to bring you all the action from our next games between Dragonborns and SK Gaming.
Yes, thank you very much. So, as you can see, the teams are getting themselves prepared. Focus on Shusei's face there as he holds on to that. And here's Hussein right there, the man that Peke just talked about. How can he carry his team? That's the question.